Hello again. Welcome back. Welcome to your new class. Welcome to class number 670. All right. Let's continue where we left off yesterday, and we left off with translation booklet, page 270, number 14. El nivel del agua ha subido. The water level, or the level of the water, the water level has risen. To rise, rose, risen. The water level rose yesterday, and the water level has risen today, and it's still rising. Yes, it's still rising. Mercury rising. Mercurio subiendo. I think there was a movie with Sean Connery about a Russian submarine, Soviet submarine. I think it was called Mercury Rising. But there was another submarine, hay muchas películas de submarinos. There was another movie with Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman. I'm not sure if that was Mercury Rising. After this class, I'm going to check. Mercurio is Mercury, como el planeta Mercury. Mercurio. Mercury. Mercury Rising was a movie about a submarine, but I don't remember which one. There have been a lot of movies about submarines, a lot. Run Silent, Run Deep. Operation Petticoat was a comedy about a submarine with Cary Grant. But in any case, translation booklet, a trabajar. All right. El nivel del agua ha subido. The water level has risen, has risen. Ha subido el sol hoy. Has the sun risen today? Marta, has the sun risen today? Well, what do you think? Yeah, Marta thinks that the sun has risen today. Yeah. You see, today is a bit cloudy. And so we don't have, visual evidence that the sun has in fact risen. The only evidence we have is that it's not dark outside, it's light. Okay, which means behind the clouds, the sun has risen, for sure. Otherwise, it would still be dark. Someday, the sun won't rise. It's true. Llegará el día. Someday, the sun won't rise. But I think it will be after I have died, and my children and my grandchildren. I think it will be in 5 billion years, maybe. Él ha perdido la mayoría de sus amigos. Well, he's lost. He's lost. He has lost. He's lost most of his friends. Why? Why has he lost most of his friends? I don't know. He's changed. He's a different person now. Yeah. He had a thyroid operation. Operación de tiroides. He had a thyroid operation, and he became very irritable after that. Psychological change. And he's lost most of his friends. El plástico se ha hecho más importante que el acero. Plastic has become more important than steel. Maybe. Yeah. 60 years ago, no. It's interesting. In 1967, in año 67, before Marta was born, in 1967, what is that, 55 years ago, there was a movie, a very famous movie called The Graduate, El Graduado, with Dustin Hoffman. Yeah, and Mrs. Robinson, you remember? And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson, heaven holds a place for those who pray, from that movie. And also Scarborough Fair. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Simon and Garfunkel. Now, in that movie, at the beginning, there is a cocktail party in Dustin Hoffman's house. But Dustin Hoffman is only 18 years old or 20 years old. He's very young in the movie. And a friend of his father, who's a businessman with a lot of money, he says to Dustin Hoffman, he says, young man, invest in plastic. The future is plastic. In 1967, he was right. If I had invested in plastic in 1967, I would be a rich man today. Yes. You would call that los hidrocarburos, the plástico, that area of petroleum, the petroquímico, the petrochemical sector division, you get rich. Plastic has become more important than steel. El acero, steel. Nunca ha sido fácil. It's never been easy. No había hecho eso antes. It's never been easy. It's never been easy. It's always been difficult. No he empezado a buscarlo todavía aún. No he empezado a buscarlo aún. I haven't started looking for it yet. There are 4 ways. I haven't started looking for it yet. I haven't begun looking for it yet. I haven't started to look for it, infinitivo, yet, and I haven't begun to look for it yet. Which one? It doesn't matter. All 4 are correct. Es igual que fuera y fuese, ¿no? Es igual. Si yo fuese, yo fuera. Fuese de aquí. Sin embargo, en ese caso, ¿no? Fuera de aquí. All right. ¿Está lloviendo fuese? No, está lloviendo fuera. Outside. So there's one case in which fuera y fuese are not interchangeable. All right. Han estado escuchándonos. They've been listening to us. They've been listening to us. Nunca te he prometido nada, eh? I've never promised you anything. I've never promised you. ¿Qué es you? I have never promised you, Stew is de estofado, stew. Yes, stew. Prometo estofado. I promise stew. O sea, fuera de contexto, completely out of context. Promised you. I promised you. I promised you. ¿Qué quiere decir? ¿Me prometes estofado o me prometiste? No, I promised you. I promised you. I promise, bueno, se alargaría el sonido de ese. It's not true. I promise stew. Stew, S-T-E-W, stew escrito, stew. I promise stew. I promise stew. For tomorrow, I promise, okay. Hey, Mom, you promised stew for today. No, tomorrow. I promise stew tomorrow. Now, te prometí is I promised you. I promised you. Eso es para memotechnico, you know, these things. To help you, I promised you. All right, nunca te he prometido nada. I never promised you anything. I never promised you a rose garden. Nunca te prometí un jardín de rosas, ¿te acuerdas? I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's got to be a little rain sometimes. Not everything is perfect, right? Not everything is hunky-dory. Not everything is miel sobre hojuelas, you know, come on. Sometimes it rains. I never promised you a rose garden. Okay, nos lo hemos pasado bien. We've had a good time. We've had a, fíjate la D de had. We have had. Hemos tenido un buen diversión. We have had a good time. Had a. We've had a good time. Parece árabe, hada. We've had a good time. We've had a. Es casi como la R española simple. Un ere. What you do with your tongue and your mouth is close to the English D. We've had a good time. 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 We've had fun. We've enjoyed ourselves. We've had a good time. Ha hecho buen tiempo. The weather's been nice. Al revés en inglés. Ha hecho buen tiempo es el tiempo ha sido nice, majo. El tiempo ha sido majo. The weather has been nice. Yes, we've had good weather. Hemos tenido buen tiempo atmosférico. We've had good weather. The weather's been nice. Ha hecho un poco de calor. It's been a little hot. It's been a little hot. What do you mean the weather's been nice? It's been a little hot, in my opinion. You know, Marta, I mean, her margin is very, if it's 22 degrees, it's perfect. If it's 19 degrees, oh, it's so cold. If it's 24 degrees, it's hot. And so her margin of comfort is very narrow. Is that true? That's true. With women, it's usually true. Their margin of comfort is narrow. All right. It's really hot, or it's so cold. Yes. My margin is large, I think, and I never complain. But Marta doesn't complain either. She talks a lot, but she doesn't complain. All right. ¿Cuándo volveremos a vernos? When will we see each other again? When will we see each other? Each other. Each other? No, each other. Cada uno al otro. Each other. When will we see each other again? I don't know. Tomorrow. Great. What time? I don't know. What? 12 o'clock? Midday? Great. Where? I don't know. In the Palace Hotel. Great. Okay. See you tomorrow. All right. So we'll see each other tomorrow. Fine. Has crecido mucho desde la última vez que te vi. ¿Cuántas veces te dijeron, o a tu hijo, cuántas veces se lo dicen? Has crecido mucho desde la última vez que te vi. You've grown a lot since the last time I saw you. Hey, little Jimmy, you've grown a lot since the last time I saw you. You've grown a lot. Of course, children have a tendency to grow. To grow. You've grown a lot since the last time I saw you. Yes. They don't say that to me anymore. Ya no me dicen eso. Hey, Richard, you've grown a lot since the last time I've seen you. You know? It's been a long time. But when in the United States, in the United States, it's very common when a friend of the father or mother is speaking to the little boy, it's very common to say, well, Jimmy, what do you want to be when you grow up? So you think, casi 100% de veces, ¿qué quiere ser de mayor? Said, I want to be a baseball player. I want to be a dentist. I want to be an astrophysicist. Oh, can you imagine? I can imagine that I will when I meet Victor, Marta's little boy. I said, Victor, ¿qué quieres ser de mayor? What do you want to be when you grow up? And he says, astrofísico, an astrophysicist. Se cae. She would fall, okay? She would faint, say this mayoría, she would faint. My son, he's only 4 years old, and he wants to be an astrophysicist. Yes, you've grown a lot since the last time I saw you. All right. Vocabulary, page 145, list 21. All right. Payaso, clown, 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 clown. Un payaso de color marrón is a brown clown. Yeah. Una vaca payaso is a cow clown. Clown. Richard, have you ever dressed as a clown? I think once or twice, yeah. I dressed as a clown with a ball on my nose and things, yeah, once. In high school, maybe I was 17, 18, I dressed as a clown. Compromiso, commitment, commitment, commitment. No digáis compromise, please. Compromise is different. Commitment. I have a lot of commitments. I have a commitment today for lunch. A commitment. Pericia, habilidad, expertise. Expert, habilidad, experto, expertiza, expertise. Means a lot of abilities, a special ability. You're an expert. You possess expertise. Yes, expertise in teaching English on television. Hipoteca, mortgage. Mortgage. The spelling is mortgage. However, the pronunciation is mortgage. Mortgage. More, como más. Mortgage, gitch. Mortgage. Mortgage. A mortgage. I don't have a mortgage. I don't have any debt. I'm debt free. No debt. Debt tiene una B muda. Debt. I'm debt free. Deuda. Sin deudas. Desde hace 4 años, I think. For 4 years, maybe I'm debt free. No debts. No mortgages. I'm as free as a bird. All right. Well, birds are not free, eh? Birds are not free. Birds are constantly looking for food. They're not free. I mean, when I ask, would you rather have $1 million or €1 million? Would you rather be tall or short? Would you rather be an eagle or an elephant? Águila o elefante. And I ask my students this, would you rather be an eagle or an elephant? Almost 100% say, I would rather be an eagle than an elephant. And I said, me, no, I'd rather be an elephant. Elephant lives in families, in extended families. And they have fun together. An eagle is constantly flying, looking for food. Constantly looking for food. The eagle's not flying. The eagle is not up in the air saying, oh, it's so wonderful in the air. The view is so beautiful. Ah, the breeze it can carry me. No. The eagle is looking down, working. El curro is for the eagle. The elephant's not always, eh? The elephant's not always. So I would rather be an elephant than an eagle. All right, where are we? You will take a mortgage. Hoy en día, nowadays people think they know everything. The young people think they know everything. Nowadays, the young people think they don't need previous generations, eh? Nowadays. Se lo saben todo, ¿a que sí? They know everything, right? Yeah. They're more intelligent than we are. They're cleverer than we are, right? The new generation. All right, maybe. No. Hoy en día es nowadays. Algunos dicen nowadays, pronunciando la A central. Yo no. Nowadays. Hoy en día. Nowadays. Ahora bien, nowadays no significa ahora. Ahora es now. Nowadays cubre 20 años. En los tiempos actuales. Es nowadays. Hoy en día, en el sentido de, en los tiempos actuales. O sea, en los últimos 15 años, we say nowadays. Nowadays. Nowadays, fewer people wear a tie. Nowadays. All right. Now, hoy en día es nowadays. All right. De otro modo, si no, is otherwise. Yeah. Yeah. Tengo que irme. Bueno, o cambias de actitud, y si no, me voy. If you don't, change your attitude. Cambia tu actitud, eh? Change your attitude. Otherwise, I'll kick you out. I'll kick you. Kick you. ¿Qué es eso? Kick you. I will kick you out. Se dice así para echar. I'll kick you out. I'll kick you out. Change your attitude. Otherwise, I'll kick you out. So otherwise es opción para decir if not. Change your attitude. If not, N-O-T, comma, if not, the door is over there. All right? Close it from the outside, okay? So, otherwise. Cacahuetes, peanuts. Peanuts. Of course, figuratively, we use peanuts for very little money. Bah, eso es peanuts. Peanuts. Cuesta cacahuetes. It costs peanuts. It's very cheap. Peanuts. Tú me vas a dar, por esta clase, 10 euros por hora. That's peanuts. I don't work for peanuts. I work for money. All right? 1,000 euros a class. But the class is only 25 minutes. 1,000 euros. Take it or leave it. 10 euros. That's peanuts. Take it or leave it. No, 1,000 euros is too much, Richard. I mean, it's morally, not only financially, it's morally too much. How many people can teach English on the TV like me? Probably none. Very, very few. But nevertheless, okay. I don't earn anything for this. Indirectly, yes, but not directly. All right. So, where are we? Cacahuetes, peanuts. Do you like peanuts? Yeah. Peanuts. No es un fruto seco. They include it in the family of frutos secos. In inglés no se dice dried fruit, creo. We say nut. Peanut, walnut is nuez, walnut, cashew nut, and we say a few others, the nut. Always con nut except almendra, almond. We don't say almond nut. However, peanut is not a dry fruit. No es un fruto seco. Peanut is una raíz. It's underground. And the others are above ground, so it's different. But I like peanuts. Do you like peanuts? Yeah, I like peanuts. Peanuts. To shell peanuts. When was the last time you shelled a peanut, Marta? A long time ago? You know, quita la casa. Long time ago. Me, no. Last year I shelled some peanuts. Yeah. The art of shelling peanuts. Muestra, sample. Una muestra. Te voy a dar una muestra de clase inglesa. Sample. Sample. Simple Simon Metapan Paiman. A sample. Okay, sample. When you go to the supermarket, sometimes there's a person. In the United States, it's very common. You go to the supermarket, there's always a very attractive young lady holding a tray for you to sample. This new cheese, Spanish cheese, it's called Manchego cheese. You know, in Nebraska, Manchego. Okay, try it. It's a sample. It's to sample. In tomar una muestra, o sea, probar una muestra to sample. Voy a samplear el género. I'm going to sample it. It's a sample. All right, sample. Muestra. Hasta cierto punto, to a certain extent, eso lo digo mucho, to a certain extent. Extent means a cierto alcance. El alcance de la situación, the extent. Con X, con extent, como suena, extent. To a certain extent, to a certain degree, hasta cierto grado se puede decir también. Se dice mucho más to a certain extent. Yeah. Richard, is it true that you're retired? Que estás jubilado? Oh, to a certain extent, yes. Partially. Part-time work, part-time retirement. I'm partial to a certain extent, to a certain, certain, sí, señor. Yes, sir, número 10, certain. Sí, señor, número 10. Yes, sir, number 10. Sir, 10, certain. To a certain extent. All right. Where am I? Dudar is to hesitate. No, en este caso, to doubt. Recuerda que to doubt is dudar en el sentido de no creer del todo. Tener tus dudas. I doubt it. They told me that Marta is expecting twins. ¿Estás en estado esperando gemelos? No. I doubt it's true. I mean, she says it's not true. So I doubt it. You're not expecting twins? Are you sure? She said one is enough. All right, one is enough. Two, no, have a second, come on. Yeah, it's always good. No, she says one is enough. Okay, to doubt. Arrastrar is to drag. Claro, dragar un puerto, dragados y construcciones. O sea, viene del palabra de dragar puertos y construir casas. Fíjate, to drag is, claro, porque dragan el fondo del puerto para hacerlo más profundo, to allow bigger ships to come into the port. All right, that's it. But to drag is arrastrar. Drag. Drag is also pelmazo. What a drag. Doing this class is a real drag. The Rolling Stones, one of the first songs, 1965. What a drag it is, getting old. Que pesado es hacerse más viejo. What a drag it is. Creo que es así. Getting old. Yes. What a drag. To drag is arrastrar. Si yo me quedo, ella me arrastra hasta el pasillo. Okay, you drag me. If I fall, if I die, and I'm on the floor, Marta says, "Qué pesado," and she will drag me. You drag me to the hall, okay? And then you call for help, okay? But first you drag me to the corridor, all right? Okay. So yeah, we have an agreement, okay? We have an agreement. But if I'm dead, if she thinks I'm dead, she can take this and go to check, you know? Or she can say, people is. See, you say people is, I will wake up. No, people are. So if she says people is, I'm sure it will affect my nervous system and I will wake up. But I have to go. I'll wake up and correct her. All right, drag. See you tomorrow.